a grabber. I'm hearing a lot of side conversations, ladies. I want all your focus right up here, okay? So we talked about grabbing the reader, because when we make a catchy grabber sentence, it makes our reader want to keep reading, and that's what we want, right? We don't want them to read the first sentence and be like, oh, there's Matthew's whole story. Now I'm done reading, right? We want to grab them and make them read all what we wrote. So I have a book called Shortcut by Donald Cruz. And I'm going to read you the first couple pages of it, okay? Okay, everybody listen. We looked, we listened, we decided to take the shortcut home. We should have taken the road. Now, what if I stopped reading? Annika, thanks for raising your hand.
It would just be like us writing something and then stopping doing it and then hear like thing.
Do you want to hear what's next?
Yeah.
Because it said we should have taken the road.
Why?
Why should they? What happened that they should have taken the road, right? But it was late and getting dark, so we started down the track. Does anybody want to hear what happens next?
Yeah.
Did they? Hang on. Did they grab our attention?
No. Yes.
Do you guys? You want to keep reading, right? You want to know what happens on the next page? Ooh, that was pretty grabby. Now I want to keep reading, but we're gonna stop right there.
Read the whole book.
We're gonna talk a little bit about grabby sentences and how we want to catch our reader, and then maybe we'll get to reading the rest of the book about why they should not have taken a shortcut. Okay?
Why is it called?
So make sure you're listening and you're quiet so that you guys can write sentences just like that at the beginning of your writer to make your reader want to keep reading.
So what did they say, a question in here? Because they could have just said, you know what? We decided we're not going to take the road home. We're going down the track. That could have been their first sentence, but what kinds of things did they say in here that Mrs. Bosch just read to you? Do you remember?
It was getting late. No.
It says first, the very first thing says we
are taking
looked.
we looked.
And you start wondering in your head,
Why did they look? Should have
Why did they look? Too many
oh,
voices.
0. In our head, what's something we're thinking when they said we looked? Oh, somebody besides just Annika. I'm glad she's on today, but I got others in here too. Sadie, what does that make you think when it says we looked?
And you want to keep reading and find out why they're looking.
Yeah, what are they looking at? Why are they looking? Where are they looking?
They're looking down the track.
I don't know.
Zoe and Cindy.
The next part says we listened.
You listen to see if the train was coming.
Oh, hang on just a second for me. Listen, what in the world, Emma, could they be listening for?
Like a train coming?
Maybe a train? What else, Danny? Do you have any ideas? Caleb, what do you think?
Wolf.
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't say, does it? Makes us wonder.
Maybe
So we know they're looking. We know they're listening. What else, Michaela?
Maybe a wild dog or a wild cat.
Gosh, we don't know. Good answers. We don't know because we haven't read enough, but they're getting our attention, aren't they? Then it says, oh, we decided to take the shortcut home. Do we know yet what the shortcut is?
No.
What would be a good guess or prediction by looking at this page, Madison?
A train track.
The tracks. Now, do you think most people when they go home take a track?
No.
No, not usually, right? Okay, so they must be going to do something maybe with a track? I don't know, there's a lot of good ideas going on. Does this make you want to keep reading?
Yes.
Yeah, how many people, thumbs up, would like to keep reading this story? Because they really want to know, wow, they're looking, they're listening, and they decided to take a shortcut. Oh, man. And then she goes on to the second page, Mrs. Bosch, when she read it to you, and it says, oh no. The very next thing says, we should have taken the road.
What?
What does that mean? We should have taken the road, Zach. What does that mean?
It might be shorter.
It might be shorter, or somebody else have an idea?
Maybe closer.
What do you think, Zoe?
They probably don't know which way to go.
Ooh, maybe they don't know which way to go. What do you think, Isabel? Might be faster, right, Danica?
Maybe a train's coming.
Oh, maybe a train is coming. Oh. In my mind, I'm thinking, uh-oh, is something dangerous going to happen? I don't know.
A train comes.
Do you see what Mrs. Bosch read and she was talking about when she said, does this grab your attention?
Yeah.
How many people thumbs up, it grabs your attention and makes you go, I want to read the rest of the book because I want to know what happens when they don't take the road home. Did they use some good grabber sentences?
Yeah.
Yes? Thumbs up? Good grabber sentences. Josiah, Zach, yes or no? Good grabbers. Matthew? Did they use some good grabber sentences and get your attention?
Yeah.
Where's you going then? I see. All right. Camilla, yeah? Okay. Because they got us interested in wanting us to read the book further. Oh, can I have everybody do thumbs down and then one quick shift of your bottom just so you're facing the board. Real quick, see how quiet. I want to see how quiet you do. Oh, nice.
Zoe,
Awesome. All right. We're going to practice. Oh, no voices. Good job. We're going to practice really quick. Yesterday, remember that we talked about some good grabber sentences. And then we looked at a real book right now that had some good grabber sentences in them. We are going to do some practicing with a couple different examples up here. So, Isabel, hand down for a moment, please. How about, let's see, I'm guessing everybody in here probably either knows somebody or has had somebody that's had a pet before. So we're going to do this one about a pet.
Go and sit down.
I'm going to do this about a pet. If I were going to write about a pet,
Dana, can you scooch back just a little bit?
what might be a good grabber sentence about a pet? Go ahead and pause.
Let's think. Everybody think. I want everybody, I'm not going to take hands, I'm just going to call on people. So I want everybody to be thinking about a grabber sentence about a pet.
Pet.
I have one, Mrs. Bosch. I think that we should use, my pet's name is Sparky.
Ooh, what do you guys think?
Thumbs up. My pet's
Was
name
that
is
a good
Sparky. Is that
grabber?
a
Do
great
you want to
grabber?
keep reading her writing?
Thumbs up if yes. Thumbs down
Mrs.
if no.
Turtlebrick, I think we can come up with a better one.
Oh,
Alright.
I see a lot of thumbs
Let's
down.
see.
I bet they can come up with a better one.
I think
Okay.
so too. And I'm not going to take
Thumbs and
hands. I
hands.
want everybody to be thinking.
Thumbs and
Braylee,
hands.
What? Guess what my pet is?
guess what my pet is? Mrs. Turtlebrink, do you want to keep reading the story?
I would now. That was great, Braylee. You helped me out.
Guess what my pet is?
Maybe you should fix the teeth.
They wanted you to fix the
Oh, I-
tea.
Thanks
Thank
for catching
you.
me.
You guys
Okay.
are on.
Let's think of another one for that.
And that's
I'm not going to take hands. Emma,
Okay, let's sit down.
what's a grabber sentence for a pet?
Is there a different way we could say that?
You
That's
just
a
forgot
good one.
yours? Okay.
Is there another way or a different way we could do the same thing?
Josiah, do you have an idea?
I do.
Keep thinking. Keep thinking.
Josiah, call on somebody to help you out.
I don't have any either.
Okay, I saw hand up for Josiah.
Guess what my pet is?
What my pet is, that's one. That's a good one, Madison. Isabel, can you give us another one?
Guess what my pet did?
Guess what my pet did? So it would be a story about your pet, right? Would you guys want to keep reading?
Yes.
Because what do you think a pet could do? A lot of things,
I
right?
got another one.
Let's start our sentence with another word, though, not guess. How about, so we want it to be a question, maybe, right? So you could use do or what.
Zoe?
Do you know what my pet's name is?
Would you guys want to keep reading that?
Yes. I don't know.
Caleb, can you come sit beside Matthew? Because there's not a whole lot of leg room up there.
I've got a question. Can I ask a
Oh, yeah,
question?
please, Miss Kale.
These are good ideas, but I noticed that everyone that's up there is a question. So, Mrs. Bosch, do I always have to start with a question?
Definitely not. Because in that book, was it a question?
No.
No.
Oh,
Nope.
so could we think of one or two that are not questions? Because they don't always have to be questions.
What about if I said, I walked in the door and my cell phone was on the ground, chewed up? Would you guys want to keep reading? Do you think that would probably be a story about a pet?
No.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chewed it up.
Could be, right? Yep. Does anybody have another one that's maybe not a question? Let's see, Sydney.
My dog plays outside. Does
We,
my dog play outside?
we don't want a question, but does my dog play out, or my dog plays outside? It kind of tells us your whole story, right? We're not really guessing or wanting to read more because we know your dog plays outside, right? So let's think of one that's going to grab our reader. Madison, that's not a question.
My pet is a dog.
My pet is a dog. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe a helpful hint for these two. Sydney, would you say your dog is maybe like a friend? Is it like a best friend or just a friend? Oh, what if we used my best friend and I love to play together? Would you want to keep reading that?
Yeah. Who's your best friend?
And guess what the surprise would be in her story? What would the surprise be?
What her friend is? Your friend
Sydney, what would the surprise be? Who's your best friend?
Zoe.
Well, best friend in this story would be your who? Dog, right? Oh, that would be a surprise for the reader, so they're going to probably expect Zoe or a person, right? But it's really the dog.
Elizabeth, did you have one? Which one did you want? What one?
My pet is gone. Forget another one.
My pet is gone.
Ooh. I would definitely want to, what happened, right?
Yeah, what happened?
That's
How
awesome.
did your pet get?
Elizabeth, what
Ow.
do you want to put at the end of that sentence?
Can I see another one? Make sure.
Oh my gosh, if she said my pet is gone with an exclamation point, what would that mean? Or what kind of feeling would you think about? Isabel?
I'm so sad.
Oh, maybe sad? Maybe like, what?
Or
What else, Sadie? Oh, different one? Okay. Maybe scared, I heard someone say. What else, Carly? What would you... Worried. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I'm still confused about grabber sentence. Why is a grabber sentence so important? Who can tell me? Why is it so important for a grabber sentence? Michaela?
So they keep reading your book.
Okay. So if I have an exciting grabber sentence, I might want to keep reading to find out why. So if I would guess what my pet is, I'm going to try to figure out, well, I kind of want